The thing about Pacific media, especially in the New Zealand context,
Yes.
is we've only got a few publications or a few channels or platforms that we can really push and tell our stories off. But in saying that, our platforms are so strong that no matter what platform it's told on, whether it be on TV, radio, print, and that's Tangata, Pasifika, Radio New Zealand International, Pacific Magazine, or even at the Herald, where there's a few of our Pacific Island journalists, you know it's going to be told in the right way, and you know it's going to be told with a specifically strong Pacific Island angle, and that is the difference between our media here and international media or mainstream media here in New Zealand.
Do you think that people will accept ethnic journalists?
That's a really tricky question because our audience is always changing. I think people are waking up to the idea, especially with recent events that have happened in New Zealand. People are waking up to the idea that it's not black and white anymore. New Zealand is on a spectrum now of colours, different points of views, different skin colours, different ethnicities, and I think our audience is really starting to wake up to that. It really used to frustrate me as a student here at AUT that there wasn't enough of our brown faces on TV, there wasn't enough of our ethnic voices in our media industry. Now I think the audiences are starting to wake up to that, but it will take time for attitudes to change, to accept different viewpoints, especially ethnic viewpoints as well, to accept that, say a brown face on TV, or to accept that maybe the chief editor in New Zealand Herald will be Pacific Island or will be Indian soon, or to accept that there are different voices in our community.
Yeah. Do you think there's diversity in the New Zealand newsrooms?
I think there needs to be more.
Yeah.
And I think actually a lot of the editors and a lot of the CEOs and a lot of the big corporations in New Zealand are really feeling that pressure to add more diversity into their newsrooms. If you look at the way that they hire people now, I think they're looking for people who can do it all, who can do print, video, digital, but also looking for a specific type of view, and that comes with diversity, that comes with hiring people from minority groups, especially ethnic minorities as well. So I have seen that there has been a shift in newsrooms, but I think there needs to be more, and in order to sort of replicate or represent correctly the population here in New Zealand, because it's changing.
How much damage do you think the comment about leeches in the Pacific went down?
Yeah, I think we were all, as practitioners, we were all really shocked. As an audience, the Pacific Island community was really shocked. And then after that came the anger, and then came the talks and conversations about how we can change that kind of attitude. So now that all the anger and all the offence has gotten out of the way, I think now we're starting to have really robust conversations and really meaningful conversations about why that was even said in the first place, and why we still have people in New Zealand that think that way or have those attitudes and mindsets. So I think that is one of the beneficial things, one of the positive things to come out of that comment. Was that we are now starting to talk about ways that we can break those mentalities and start to see people, or start to see Pacific Island people for the way that they actually are.